Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at how to spot those sketchy online stores before you lose any money. We've taken insights from analyses of some really dubious sites, like Vrumies.com was one source example, to build a kind of universal checklist for you.
That's right. The mission here is to give you practical tools to sort of cut through the noise and figure out what's legit and what's not. Because, let's be honest, a really sleek-looking website doesn't automatically mean it's trustworthy. They just, hired someone decent. We need to look deeper.
Okay, let's unpack this then. The first big thing our source analysis pointed to was checking if the brand actually exists outside its own little website bubble.
Right.
The materials were pretty clear. Having no external presence is like a massive red flag.
Exactly. It's all about external verification. I mean, can you find them on Google? Do they have an actual active Instagram page? Maybe customer videos on YouTube? If a site claims to sell tons of stuff but has absolutely zero footprint on major platforms, that's weird. Real brands, they interact with the world. They don't just exist on their own URL.
Yeah, and speaking of how things look, the whole business with stolen assets was really interesting. Why the focus on zooming right in on product images?
Well, because it often shows how quickly these scams are thrown together. They grab images from other places, right? And they often don't bother cleaning them up. So you zoom in and maybe you see leftover brand tags from the real seller or watermarks, or the images are just low quality, pixelated. Maybe the color options listed don't even match the picture. It screams low effort image scrape.
Okay, so that connects to the bigger idea of a missing identity. It's not just about looking at the footer for a terms and conditions link, is it?
No, absolutely not. You got to click those links, see where they go. Are they actual legal pages with company info, privacy policies, or do they lead to like 404 errors or pages filled with just placeholder text, the generic stuff? Real businesses take their terms seriously. It shows credibility.
Right. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. What about the technical side, the operational stuff? What warnings did the analysis pull out there? Okay, several key things. First, the absolute basic. Check for that little padlock icon in your browser's address bar. SSL security. If it's not secure, just leave. Don't even think about it.
But beyond that, it's about the site's quality. We saw that a lot of these suspicious sites were, frankly, glitchy, especially on mobile.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, things break, menus don't work right. It suggests they used cheap, maybe even pirated templates and didn't bother with basic testing. It's a sign of a quick churn and burn scam.
And that kind of leads into the pricing structure, which is another fascinating point.
It really does. Be wary of weirdly consistent and cheap pricing, where almost everything is suddenly $29.99 or $59.99, no matter what the item actually looks like it should cost.
Yeah.
That often signals a mass dropshipping model using psychological pricing. They price it low enough to tempt you, high enough to seem maybe real, but it's all about volume before the site gets shut down.
And the final hurdle, the checkout itself. What are the red flags there?
Yeah, if the checkout feels really pushy, like buy NW limited time, or if it suddenly redirects you to some unfamiliar, maybe unsecured payment page, that's super sketchy. Also, look for clear info about shipping. Where's it coming from? Which courier? If it's vague, unless it's a huge brand you already know, that's another warning sign.
Okay, so we've covered the site's foundation and operation. But what about proving people actually, use this stuff? Fake reviews are everywhere. How do we spot real customer proof?
Right. You need proof outside the store's own website. Don't just trust the testimonials they post themselves. Look for genuine unboxing videos on YouTube, real customer photos on Instagram tagged with the product, not just promotional shots, or discussions on forums or social media that aren't directly controlled by the company. And here's a simple check. Use a WHOI's lookup tool to see when the website domain was registered. If the site is only, say, 2 months old but claims to have thousands of glowing 5-star reviews, well, you can do the math. That just doesn't add up. So the takeaway seems simple. You're hunting for evidence of real life, real customers existing somewhere beyond the website itself.
Exactly. And that brings us to a key question for you, the listener. When you're looking at a new online store, can you actually find independent, verifiable proof that real people are buying, using, and talking about these products somewhere other than the store's own marketing channels?
Yeah, if those deals look way too good to be true, it's time to get critical. That's the core message, really.
Precisely. Use this knowledge. Question what you see online. Stay safe out there. Keep learning. And we'll catch you next time for another deep dive.